A very good happy Thursday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your weather and night forecast courtesy of On Target. High pressure remains in complete control, folks. Our weather pattern is going to be rather quiet here for the foreseeable future. We got a hard freeze warning that's out through roughly 8 a.m. But then after that, we're going to warm up rather quickly with rays of sunshine dominating the weather forecast. You can see the area high pressure parked right over top of our heads. Going to stay there throughout today and into tonight. Going to look at another likely frost again throughout the overnight, but then sunshine's going to dominate Friday all the way through our weekend as well. Let's get a look across the region, shall we, and take a look over the Sexton Bill Builder Skycam to kick things off, because we have got an absolutely immaculate view of the super harvest moon out there. So take a look at that, overlooking Gold City. Down in Simpson County. A beautiful view there, folks. That is going to be the closest here to our vicinity throughout the course of the entire year that we've experienced thus far. Beech Tree News Skycam got that bright, full super moon, the harvest moon, lighting up the skies up in that direction as well. Temperatures have tanked throughout the overnight, folks. We got readings anywhere between the upper 20s and lower 30s region-wide. We're going to be bumping highs up to right around the mid-60-degree mark this afternoon, so it should be absolutely beautiful out there with rays of sunshine dominating. It'll be accompanied by a light and variable wind. This pretty much paints the weather story, folks. We got all the weather activity going on across the Rockies and points westward. The Pacific North and West, I got some winter weather events and some mixed precipitation over in that direction. Across our neck of the woods, it is severe clear. High pressure is going to continue to dominate here and keep the sunshine in the sky here over the course of the next 4 to 5 days. That is pretty much a given. Looking at today, we do have some patchy fog out there early this morning, but you will note as we progress throughout mid-morning and on into the afternoon, that fog dissipates rather quickly, and so does any of the cloud cover that'll be left over and lingering. Looks like we'll have partly to mostly sunny skies across the entirety of the Wobbles community yet again today. Our temperature trends. We're going to jump up this afternoon. We're going to be right up, as previously mentioned, right around the low to mid 60 range during the peak heating. And then throughout tonight, folks, with the crystal clear skies, we're going to tank right back down somewhere between the low and mid 30s. We're going to be looking at frost likely yet again, okay? So you got the sensitive vegetation you've been protecting here over the past few nights with our frost advisory and our freeze warning. Might want to go ahead and follow those protocols yet again. Friday afternoon to end the work week, mid and upper 60s is going to be another great one out there. And throughout the overnight into the early morning hours of our Saturday, not quite as cold, but there looks like that there will still be. Let's take a look at the long term, shall we? Because in the short term, there's going to be a lot of nothing going on. Got the big fall festival event on Saturday, downtown Bowling Green. You take a look there, it looks great. Rays of sunshine dominating with high pressure in control. With high pressure setting up to our east and winds coming out of the south, we're going to experience the slow and steady warming trend that'll begin this afternoon and take us all the way through the weekend and even into the early days of next week. So we go throughout the weekend with the same song and dance, broken record forecast. Here we are getting into next week. If we're going to see our first precipitation chances, we've got a very small margin of a possibility of seeing a few showers here right around Tuesday into Tuesday night. It's not a very high probability whatsoever, but it is there. It looks to be light in nature, if anything. And then following suit with that, we're going to have an associated cold front that looks to dive south and east across the region. So roughly a week from today, we might have the cold front that slides through and brings a little bit more prominent rain shower chances here across our vicinity. With high pressure building in here from the north and west behind that passing cold front, we'll get another reinforcing jolt of colder air here across the region, all right? Because by that point in time, folks, by rolling into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we could see highs up to right around the upper 70s to lower 80s range before we get this reinforcing jolt and the cold front to pass through our vicinity. Next to nothing remains the name of the weather game, looking at the next week's rainfall forecast, okay? Simply not there, folks. The pattern we're in, we got an upper and mid-level ridge that's going to be dominating our weather pattern and keeping sunshine around for the bulk of the next 7-day forecast. Looking down into the tropics, the National Hurricane Center has lowered the disturbance probabilities here over the course of the next week. That is good news with the busyness that they've experienced down in the tropics here over the past month or so. Hopefully that remains as it is showing up here on the latest model runs. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. Loads of sunshine in store. Mid and upper 60s both today into tomorrow. Likely frost possible again overnight. Patchy frost Friday night into Saturday morning. Low to mid 70s will take us throughout our Saturday and Sunday, and then upper 70s to lower 80s as we get into Monday and Tuesday of the new work week. Folks, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning Baby Friday edition of your Weather or Not forecast presented by On Target.